You'll be doing the Dino Phase 2 TLC update today, covering that, and also covering the Phase 1, so to make a video on that one. It's going to be about the RG Spino, Kangaroo, Bigfoot, Dire Bear, Dire Wolf, Rex, Soakers, and some other set of chains that they decided to put out. Let's talk about the RG first. To be able to carry two basters, one in the beak, one in the claw. This is a neat change with the beak, and I'm also wondering if they're going to allow Kentros to be carried in his claws from now on. Won't see no Ankies, it'd be good. But Kentros, because it'll make it like a raid tier dino at the point where you can drop Kentros on the front line where Gigas and Soakers are. You know, bring the RG back some way, as they did with the Allos and the Quests. If you didn't know, you can carry Allos with the Quest now. The other change they're making is rapid health regen after harvesting. I noticed a lot of regeneration being added. It's a good change as long as the RG doesn't become meta for soaking somehow. You know, you sit there, you soak some turrets on land, you fly away, harvest something, come back with some, like if the health regen is insane, you come back with that and soak again, rinse, repeat type stuff. You know, like with the U, combine it with like a UD buff and a Daedon, that's be pretty OP. Other thing they're doing is Smithy saddle on the RG from now on. I didn't expect this because, you know, it's like a unique perk to the Beaver and the Thorny, you know, for Scorch, Thorny for Scorch. I disagree with this approach of taking the perk of a land dino and placing it on a flyer, because you have the tech replicator that already had done that. Well, you know, tech rep, you can craft stuff in it, like you don't have to depend on the Beaver as much as anymore. But it'd be a good change if they drop the Beaver saddle down to like level 20, 30, because right now it's like neck and neck. I believe it's like level 60 and 61 is where they are right now for the RG and the Beaver. And it'd be a good way for beginner tribes to have like a mobile land smithy at the beginning stage, and they can transition to a flyer smithy at like level 60, 61, right down the line. That'd be cool. The next change they're making is Spinos. For Spinos, they're gonna make it where they can stand on two legs for increased DPS, but they move slower. I'm really interested in testing this when it comes out, because the more DPS the Spino will be able to do, will it be greater than a Rex, or will it match a Rex somehow? Because they have a good knockback already, you know. But the only thing about Spinos is their low base health pool, which, you know, prevents them from being top raid tier like where the Rexes are, you know, boss fighting and stuff. But this would be a good change to Aberration with the increased damage standing on two legs. Also, they can stretch Soakers and Unmanned Gigas if that DPS is very high. So I gotta test this when it comes out at some point. On four legs, they're faster, of course. They're gonna give them water. In the water, they're giving them increased damage, turning radius, health regen, and they also said when they exit out of the water, some of these abilities last longer. I'm curious because if they exit out the water, you know, you have the increased damage. Will you be able to stand on two legs and do like super increased damage, or will they like cut that to the point where you can't abuse that? So I'm curious about that, and I gotta test that out as well. The other dino that's getting a change is the Kangaroo, the Kangaroo Jackow. He getting some. They freshen him up with some Kangaroo model, sound, animation update. That's not bad. They getting him some reduced fall damage, not bad as well. Increased carry weight, more dino weight is not a bad thing. And they also said they will allow small creatures and baby dinos to be carried in a pouch. Yeah, about this. This would have came handy back then on Legacy, when our gates got blown in on 274, and they literally mowed down all our babies with turret raft. I know we should have protected about it, but I'm saying we could have threw them babies in a Kangaroo and hopped on up to Blue Orb or something, been safe. So that'd been good. Other thing they adding is, well, I'm just going back to that. That'd been a good change. It's a good change they putting babies in the pouches. I like that. Other thing they saying is the knockback kick they're adding a knockback kick, and it will affect significantly larger dinos. I'm pretty scared about significantly larger dinos. I hope this not include Gigas, because you know Gigas have that rage. And the last thing I want is a squad of 10 people, like Troll Squad somewhere, come out of nowhere, jump me while I'm on my Giga, kick me off a cliff down the mountain somewhere. I don't know where my Giga at, because I'm gonna be honest, I ain't getting enraged by no Giga, so I'm hopping off. I try and get back to it, but most likely you won't get back to it because they don't kicked it off to the ocean or somewhere, or who knows where it is. So if you listen to Wildcard, just please don't let it affect Gigas. We have no time for that. And also, I hope they tested a lot to the point where it doesn't get kicked under the map somehow through a bug. That's the last thing we need. They also giving them the ability to jump now. That makes sense. And the other change they're making is carry characters have reduced food consumption. And this is a cool change, But I believe it'd be better if the baby dinos receive this instead when you have them in the pouch. You know, less stress on breeders, keeping their stuff alive, and they can focus on bloodlines better, type stuff. And the babies imprinted while being in the pouch give a higher imprint bonus. That's not bad. I like that. And catch up on imprints if you miss them somehow. The Bigfoot changes they're going to do is some model animation sound changes. Armor degrading attack, not bad. Climb zip lines, throw small dinos, more accurate throwings. There's some decent quality changes. I don't plan on using Bigfoot, I'm gonna be honest, but you know, I wouldn't want to be caught slipping and enemy Bigfoot got shred attack. They don't beat the crap out of me with my armor. The last thing I want to see. Dire Bear is getting some changes as well. They get on a model animation update. Players now immune to bees, and the Dire Bear takes the aggro. Makes sense. Times 2 honey when harvesting honey from beehives. That's a good change. More sweet veggie cakes, less stress on players. And they also doing a direwolf update. They're giving it a model and animation, and they're giving it a howl and pack buff for 5 minutes, 1 minute cooldown. I'm wondering if this howl and pack buff is going to increase defense, you know, for the lack of a saddle, giving them to make, you know, just make the direwolf a good cave dino again. I don't run caves that much, so I can't give no super good input on that, but I believe it'd be good if it gives a defense for them. They also give them the ability to sniff out players and dinos that's below 50% health. It's not a bad change. I feel it'd be good if they put it at 100% for players, because you might as well just snipe them again, or whatever you've done to get them 50% health, do it again so you gotta worry about sniffing them out. This could help with fall damage. Like if you see a player take some fall damage and you sniff out that player like that, that could help, I'm guessing. But I wouldn't want to have to sick my direwolf across the field and watch it get just bowled and beaten alive or something because I decided I want to stick across the field on a player that's below 50% health. That makes no sense. Other thing they're doing is they can sniff out explorer notes. That's a good little change. Buried in stealth creatures is interesting because you know you have the rock drakes, Palovias, all this stuff that go invisible now. And I wonder how they're gonna show it. Like, are they gonna put like a symbol over it, or they're gonna put a heat signature somehow? I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm interested in this, and I can't wait to test it out. Other thing they're doing is the Rex is going to receive a model animation and it's going to receive a model and animation update. They're also going to allow the roar to like force things to poop. It'll be a non-allies only, and it'll have a cooldown, and the poop will act as a small stun and interrupt. I'm glad they're doing a cooldown because you wouldn't want to be poop locked while you're on your dino. That'd be bad because you can easily get sniped off or anything. Even if it has a cooldown, just watch out, guys. Don't get sniped off your dino when you forced to poop. Other thing was the non-allies part that I want to point out. If they didn't say non-allies, I legit had the intentions to set up a giant Fiona farm and just roar at it just over and over with the cooldown. If it was no cooldown, non-allies, I'd just roar at it. That's all I do. Just get farm feces for dung beetles. And the other thing they're doing with the roar is it will not affect higher level dinos, and players will not be poop locked, so it doesn't affect, like, if players will poop but you not be stunned, that's good. As long as it doesn't affect gigas though, you know, with the roaring, I'm cool with that change. I like gigas. And the Rex's ability, they also doing a little small change with the Rex's ability to climb over rocks and steeper slopes is better. It's not bad. On to the soakers though. Man, these soakers, they about to get hit hard, y'all, I'm telling you. They reduced the Brunto's health per level by 32% and the base HP by 10%, Parasaur by 25%, and the base HP by 10%. They even reduced the squid and the Dunkley, like their resistances. I'll cover that in a second, but I want to talk about this Parasaur and Brunto. They make it where it's like 8 days to raise now. So if I were y'all, I'd breed as much Parasaur and Bruntos as you can, like drop them eggs, make them Parasaurs, get that done. The last thing I know you want to do is be stuck with Brunto and Paris for 8 days. Cause I know I ain't gonna have time for that after. Giga already take a while, you know. This time match, you know we all got stuff to do. And the squid is reduced by, I'm gonna go back to the squid. Squid reduced by 20% base HP, and the gain per level is reduced by 25%. And the donkey is reduced by 40%, like the bullets damage is reduced by 40%. And the other resistance got reduced by 60%. The Stego plate, I knew that was going to get hit soon. The Stego plate resistance is reduced by 30%. You know, Tigger probably happy out there. He started doing his trikes now. Trikes might be meta. Y'all watch out. Y'all know watch out. Hashtag free Tigger, by the way. Next Dino to receive a change is a tech tape. It'll be no longer used to tame titans, crabs, golems. You know, rip to that taming method. But I'm curious if they are setting up for titans to be permanent tames from now on. Like, I saw a post about it a while back talking about what if titans were permanent tame, like 1 or 2 per server, something like that. So I'm interested in seeing that. The next thing is skittish stance for dinos. I'm not a fan of more animations, I'll be honest, because tail swing is already known to deal with. But just see how this skittish stance is, see if it drops the FPS, whatnot. Other change they're doing is respawning dinos respawning players are no longer targeted by AI. So you know that means no more Dino Carnos, Raptors, Capros. You know, about time that happened, because it was annoying back then. You spawn and you die to something, like you see the Carno run at you and it's literally just beat the crap out of you. Or you spawn with your gear or something. And I don't spawn my gear anymore, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I got tired of dying. They're also making it where the last pin code used, I want to rush up on this. Like last pin code used, you can use it again, I'm guessing. I want to brush up on this because I just want to put my 2 cents in. It'll be good if we had it where we can, you know, preset turrets for the turret range, the renaming, and the pin code. It would just drop a turret down, throw our bullets in, put it on to the next turn, get that task done faster, so we're going on to the next task. That'd be pretty good. Other change they're making is silencers will now hide the name of the player who killed your tames, or you. I see a whole bunch of trolling come from this, and I'm hoping it only works against enemies, because the last thing I want to have is me sitting there feeding my baby dino, pow, ally or teammate decide they want to shoot me in the head, messing around with a silencer. I don't know who it is, so I go around, I'm blowing up everybody with rockets, sniping everybody, killing each other. Now you got a freaking World War III up in here or something, and everybody killing each other. Next thing you know, everybody got like a 60-minute respawn time because they decided to use all the rockets to blow up the base, blowing up everything. And you go and you see all your baby dinos just dying because nobody there to feed them because everybody dead. But yeah, I'm hoping this don't affect allies and, you know, tribe mates. Make it where we can still see the allies and tribe mates who killing stuff. And I know this would be an increased problem for trolling because you go and you compound both something low, you just snipe it with your silencer, and that's it. They don't know who did it. Now they spooked, they on alert and everything, and you just dip out the server. The other thing is they fixing multiple map issues, the holes and collisions. You know, it's one step closer to removing on the map. That's not bad. Ain't got no problem with that. Other thing they decided they want to fix is the turrets will now respect enemy foundations and placement rules, and they also putting a 30-second cooldown on battery wind up for the turrets. I ain't gonna lie, we abused it, but rip to pushing, you know, enemy foundations and just keeping their jennies up, throwing down your turrets. You might even use their bullets. They don't even know. You might use their bullets on them, and they getting shot by their own stuff now because you left their jenny up. You just putting down your turrets and using their jenny. And also for gigafights, you ain't gotta worry about a random person just running, dropping a turret in the middle of a gigafight, and people getting shot off gigas. That's good. The last change I want to touch up on is the tribe log will now show who's uploaded and who's downloaded creatures. I believe this is a good change. You know, it'll be even better. Well, I'm hoping that it will show where it's downloaded to or where it's downloaded from. This will be a good step towards fighting against insiders, Forza slow. And yeah, just, you know, fighting against insiders. Like, they could expand off this, make it much harder for you to be inside it. You got the rank consistent, you know how to set that up. But some other stuff you can't, like if somebody decided to go AWOL, you know, with admin and stuff like that. I know they give us a way to fight that. Alright, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm going to give a shout out to my boys, Blaze Gaming, FXO, MAGA, OP Squad, XXR Gaming. I'm going to put all the channels down below. You check them guys out, please. And I'll be trying to put videos out every 2 to 3 days from now on if possible. Give me your opinions on this type of series, you know. I want to try and work on this, get better at commentating and stuff. Alright, y'all, peace.
I'm signed to myself, my net worth $8 million. I do this for my fans and for La Familia. My daughter prettier, sweeter than